New GST reforms have brought down the tax rate on various goods and services, benefiting all sections of society. To talk about the impact on the automobile sector, joining me is Rahul Bharti, Senior Executive Director, Corporate Affairs at Maruti Suzuki. Maruti Suzuki is the largest passenger car maker in India. Rahul, welcome to DD India.
Thank you, Shubhendu. Happy to be here.
First, can you give us a picture of how the recent GST tax reforms and relief has benefited you and your customers, especially this festive season?
Absolutely. So, Shubhendu, this is a historic high for us. And we really have to thank the Honorable Prime Minister and the Finance Minister. The sales have been very good. Customers have lapped up. And for example, in the festive season, first 8 days of the Navratras, we've done a record 1.65 lakh car deliveries, which is probably more than double than the deliveries in the same period last year. Even in terms of bookings, we have a higher number of bookings, and we're working fund days to make sure that we have sufficient cars available for these deliveries ahead.
Rahul, there have been significant milestones for Prime Minister Modi's vision for Make in India, Make for the World. For example, I learned Suzuki, a Japanese multinational, is manufacturing in India and exporting to Japan and rest of the world. How do you map the rise of India's manufacturing and exports potential in the sector?
Sure. So I think Make in India, Make for the World is extremely strategic because it helps us expand our GDP. It takes our manufacturing sector ahead, and we are able to, capture global demand. And Maruti Suzuki have been perfectly aligned with it. We've identified exports as a strategic focus, and we are doing now about 1 lakh per quarter, which we were doing about 4 years ago. We were doing 1 lakh a year, so 4 times in about 4.5 years. And this September, for example, our exports grew 52%, 42,000 cars. And this year, we'll probably be closing more than 4 lakh car exports in the year. So, for example, on EV, Suzuki Motor Corporation has decided that their global manufacturing hub will not be in Japan, but in India and Gujarat. And from India, we are exporting to more than 100 countries of the world. So, India is the new global manufacturing hub for MNCs like at least Suzuki Motor Corporation. And they're so happy manufacturing in India and exporting back into Japan. Japan is now our second largest export destination.
And finally, there are many challenges facing the global economy. What is your assessment of the road ahead for the Indian economy with Prime Minister Modi's message of Swadeshi and self-reliance?
I think the scale and the heterogeneity which India has, it's extremely important to have self-reliance and Atmanirbhar, as you rightly said. We need to secure our global value chains. We see a lot of headwinds and a wave of protectionism and tariff wars, etc. It will cause some headwinds, but fortunately, the big anchorage about India is domestic demand. And it's doing very strong. The Indian economy, the GDP growth rate, we revised it upward to 6.8%. I think India is in a very, very enviable spot as compared to the rest of the world.
On that note, Rahul Bharti, thank you for speaking with DD India.
Thank you, Shubhendu.